Snowboard Pro Camp live chat. We'll be on here for about the next hour to talk to you guys, to answer any of your snowboard questions, and just kind of get up to date with everything that's happening. So right now I'm just outside of Park City, Utah. Gonna spend at least a month and a half or so, possibly longer, here in Utah, and gonna be riding Park City, Brighton, some of the other resorts, Snowbird, Snow Basin, and yeah, excited to be in this area for a while. Went for a hike today and checked out some of the scenery and stuff. It's pretty incredible in the mountains here, and yeah, really excited to be here. We've already got 14 people in the chat, 3 likes. If you guys want to support the channel in the chat, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Snowboard Pro Camp. If you don't want to miss a chat, hit the notification bell so you get notified. Definitely hit me up with any question or comment you have, whether you're a beginner, if you're looking for snowboard gear, anything like that, feel free to hit me up. Links to all my gear is in the description, and that's like a good way to support the channel too, is to, if you're going to get some gear, get them through those links, and yeah, good way to support. Also, after the chat, we do a bonus members live chat. So if you guys want to become a member, just hit the join button, become a member, and then we do a bonus chat. And there's also an option there that if you have any video of yourself snowboarding and you want some feedback on your riding, you can do that through the members area. So I do a video response giving you some feedback on your riding. But yeah, let's check into the chat. I can see there's more and more people coming in. We've already got 24 people now in the chat. Bad Riders from Australia, he's in here. Justin Visey is in the chat. Awesome, Justin. Yeah, he's going to be here in a couple weeks, so might be able to ride with him. We got Luke Hayes in the chat, another Aussie. Yeah, was talking to Yanni. He's going to be here in December. Yeah, I can't wait for Yanni to get out here too. Bad Riders has got his snacks, some drinks, a members chat topic, and good to go. Oh, he's asking where's Kev? Here I am. Luke Hayes is at work, man. You're a hard worker, dude. Keep it up, brother. All right. Bad Riders heard it was raining in Vegas. That's interesting. El Stacker dropping some potatoes in the chat. So I drove from Vancouver, Canada here to Utah, and halfway I stopped in Boise, Idaho, and had dinner with El Stacker at the PF Chang's in Boise. So yeah, big shout out to El Stacker for meeting up with me. Bad Rider says, hiking in Utah. No snow yet, Kev. So today was actually opening day, but I slept in. I've been moving around quite a bit, so I missed it. But so I did go for like a afternoon hike. I'm kind of like on the side of a mountain here, but I think I'm gonna go tomorrow or Sunday. There's not like a ton of snow here yet, so it's not like a big crazy opening. But when the snow does come, I think it's gonna be awesome here in Utah. Sven says, just got my clue bindings. Can't wait to try them out in Mammoth in 2 weeks. Awesome, Sven. Yeah, I hope you like them, man. Get them all set up ahead of time with your boots, so you don't have to like do any adjustments on the mountain, and I'm sure you're gonna love them. Yeah, I missed the Clue crew. It was so awesome going to Austria a couple weeks ago, riding with them in the Stubai Glacier. I actually have a video coming out this week where I assemble my own pair of clues. So that video is coming, and there's going to be a giveaway shortly after. So if you want a chance to win some clue bindings, stay tuned. In a video coming soon, I'll give you guys some details. Well, Stacker, bogus Basin opens tomorrow. I took the day off. Nice, man. El Stacker is committed. Took the day off work to go snowboarding. Awesome, El Stacker. Justin Visey. Park City opened today. I think they're getting a storm Sunday. Yeah, I've been watching the snow. I think they were supposed to get a bit more snow. It's kind of like teetered off a little bit, a little less snow. But I think they did get a little bit of snow like last night or 2 nights ago because the mountain tops are a bit more white. But yeah, I'm sure it'll come. It's a little bit of a slow start, but I'm sure the snow will come. Wave VR says, I'm planning to start snowboarding this winter. Have any tips? Yeah, I mean, just maybe do a little bit of research with the gear so that you can get all your gear together, everything you need. And then when you start snowboarding, maybe watch some videos ahead of time too, some beginner like videos. But the important thing is that when you go, that you take your time learning and you're just like, you're learning and having fun and being safe while you do it too. So don't try to like learn too fast or push yourself too hard. Just kind of learn at the rate that you like enjoy doing it. If you can, a lesson can be a nice way to do it too. Or if you have a friend who snowboards and they don't mind spending a few hours like helping you out and teaching you, going with a friend really helps too. We got Geta Minus watching from Lithuania. Awesome. Thanks for watching all the way from Lithuania. We got Bad Riders dropping $5 super chat. Thanks for the support, man. He says, members, chat topic. With all your traveling, what's the best region to live in to snowboard? Ooh, oh man, that's a good chat topic. Dang, that's a good chat topic. Man, so many good regions. It's crazy because everywhere you go snowboarding, the yeah, it's different. It's so different everywhere you go. Like from up in Canada and Whistler to around Lake Tahoe in California to out here in Utah. I'm sure it's very different. Oregon, Washington, everywhere's got a very unique vibe. Interior BC has a totally different style of riding in the interior of BC compared to the coastal mountains of Whistler. So yeah, everywhere is pretty different. Then you got Europe, which is on a whole like other level. So that's a good topic, man. Thanks for the super chat too. Really appreciate it. We got Adventurer Carlo in the chat. What's up, dude? Another bogus basin local. Bad Riders is dropping some weird little pictures into the chat. What is that? Oh, is that a taco? Dropping some tacos, I think. Hardware Addiction. I keep hearing about this El Stacker. Yeah, so El Stacker is this guy in the chat, El Stacker Adventures, and he's just been in the chat for years and years. And every time I'm in Bogus Basin or in Idaho, go see him. And yeah, he's just a legend. He also does YouTube videos too. So he has a YouTube channel with some videos up there. Sven, have you ridden the Capita Megadeth 2024? I haven't. Would love to try that board out this season. I've ridden these two boards behind me. So this is the Capita Aeronaut. Really fun, like all mountain free ride board, fun for carving. And then this one here is the Capita Indoor Survival, which is kind of like a softer park snowboard. Good for like small jibs, small jumps, butters, things like that. But yeah, the Capita Megadeth sounds pretty awesome too. I'm sure it's an aggressive carver / all mountain ripper. Adventurer Carlo says, tomorrow is my first day on snow. Awesome, dude. Have fun. I'm sure you'll see El Stacker up there. Has everyone smashed the like button? Well, we have 37 people in the chat now, 11 likes. We need to get that ratio to 50-50. Jonathan, do you like pineapple on pizza? Very important question. Please respond. I do. Pineapple is one of my favorite toppings on a pizza. It's one of my favorites. So, um, one of my favorite pizzas. So, I'm vegan now, but I used to eat meat, and one of my favorites used to be a Hawaiian pizza. So pineapple and ham. And even now, if they have like the fake ham, I'll get like the fake ham, pineapple, and maybe like green olives. That is like an awesome combo for me. But yeah, I could put pizza pineapple on any pizza. I love it. Really love pineapple. Yeah, let us know in the chat. Give it let's do a 1 if you like pineapple, or a 2 if you hate pineapple. Big says Brighton opens this Monday. Can't wait. Oh, awesome. I didn't realize it was opening Monday. I might have to swing around there and check it out. Well, Stacker's going back to work, working hard. All right, man. Thanks for dropping in, dropping a like. We got Insane 3 Art. It says, what's up? I posted up in Utah now. Jake, yeah, so posted up in Utah. So if you're feeling a Utah trip, let me know. Maybe we can meet up. I'm sure we'll have a place for you to crash too, man, if you need a spot. So yeah, Jake in Utah. What's Jake? Have you snowboarded much in Utah? And do you have a favorite spot? Nasolia, what do you think of those Clue bindings you just mentioned? I have Nitro Phantoms and Battalion Astro fully wrap, which I love both, and both pretty stiff. So the Clues are more, they're not soft. I wouldn't say they're stiff. I'd say if like out of 10, they're like a 6.5. So they are on like the stiffer side. Let me see if I can reach one. So they are a little bit stiffer. But the cool thing with the Clues is that they are a step in, step out binding, but you also have the option of just using the straps as well. So you can use these guys like either way. You can just use the straps, if I can get it on. You can just use the traditional straps with the Clues, or they also have the step in, step out function. So they are awesome. Oh, let me see if I can put it back there. Oh. Don't fall. All right. Sean says, you like Snow Basin? I haven't been there before. I'll have to check it out. Nasolia says, yo, you want to buy a pair? Yeah, I mean, a little pricey, yeah. Hardware Addiction just found some Clues on eBay. Nice, man. Kevin doesn't know his own emojis. Yannick was right about the potato. Oh, it's a potato. Oh, that's what that was. Sean, you ever snowboarded at Sun Valley or Mount Baldy? Is that in Idaho? I have not been snowboarding there. Yeah, what is it like, Sean? What is it like to snowboard in Sun Valley or Mount Baldy? Hardware Addiction, how much gear do you actually keep from all of this? So usually I do two things with like old gear. I either just donate it, like if I know somebody that might need gear, like friends or even a lot of times I'll just go to a like a snowboard shop, and usually in snowboard shops, if you talk to somebody and you say like, oh hey, like if I give you drop off some gear, do you know some people that could use it? Um, Usually there are people that can, so that's what I mostly do. If it's like something that is like in good shape, or maybe I might hold on to it. So some things I hold on to, and maybe like last year I have a couple K2 snowboards that I still have that I really like. I really liked riding. But most stuff at the end of the season, I just donate it to friends or to like a local shop where they know somebody that needs gear. Nasolia says, by the way, I went to Mammoth opening weekend, only 4 chairs. You mean 4 chairlifts were open? That's what does that mean? Only 4 chairs. 4 chairlifts were open, or were you on the fourth chair? Yeah, Bad Riders, you got it. David says, thanks for your tips over the years. Helped me teach my young kids. Awesome. That's great to hear. Yeah, hope they're doing it well. Chewy says, yo, what's up, Kevin? Sup, bro, from New Zealand. How's it going? David says, I'll cook you a brisket and you'll never be vegan again. Dude, I know it's good. I know that it's good. Oh, Chewy says, yum, pineapple on pizza. David says, no. Bore through the pain says, oh yeah, pineapple. Big Nasalia. Okay, I think and Jake's not a fan of the pineapple. I think most people like pineapple on pizza. Wow. Oh, and St. Art says Snow Basin and Brighton are my favorites. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Ernesto says, hello, just moved to Salt Lake City from New York, ready to get on Snow Tuesday. Awesome, Ernesto. Yeah, maybe I'll see you up there. Victor says, hello, first time, long time. Love the content. Have you snowboarded in Idaho or Wyoming? I grew up a Grand Targhee. Thanks. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've been to Grand Targhee for, I think, just one day, and it was like a really good POW day. So loved it there. Went to Jackson Hole. Excuse me. Jackson was probably one of the steepest mountains I've ever ridden. So Jackson Hole was cool. And then in Idaho, I've been to Mount Schweitzer, and Schweitzer was really nice place. Um, cool trees. Like, yeah, I could have spent more time at Mount Schweitzer, but um, yeah, super nice. Laud says, anyone know if Brighton or Snowbird has been getting snow? Been looking at the reports, but don't see any inches reported. I don't think too much yet. I think it's still been pretty dry, but I'm sure they've been making snow. And yeah, we'll see what it's like when everything opens up. Ray says, bought an avalanche board for 90 bucks as my first board, then found out it was like 30 years old. Did I make a mistake? Um, Maybe. Yeah, I would say 30 years old is, I mean, somebody should just be given that board away if it's 30 years old. If you can't get your money back, I'm sure you can get the most out of it. But yeah, 30 years old, that is old school. Hopefully, Ray, do you have bindings that are on it, or like that came with it? Because that would be good to know if the bindings are still attached. Oh, Nasolius is Southern California is Mount Baldy. Okay. And Snow Valley is right before Bear Mountain. Oh, right. Chewy says, yo, Kevin, big love from New Zealand, from Navia. Sadly, I can't stick around, so hopefully I'll catch you soon. Awesome, Nevaeh. Yeah, I was. Thanks for hopping in, and yeah, we'll catch you on here again sometime soon. Burke says, about to order the clues. Any advice for sizing? 8.5 to /9 boots. How do they run size wise? So I have size 9.5 boots, and I got the mediums. So with medium, you're good. And yeah, if you there's also, I don't know if you're using the promo code, but in the description beside the clue link, there's a promo code to save yourself 10%. So yeah, check out that promo code. Hardware Addiction says that's great. LOD, where's the next spot you're hitting up, Kevin? So yeah, the next spot is going to be, I think I'll probably ride this weekend at Park City. And then, so I'm going to have the Epic and the Icon Pass. And the Icon Pass gets me like 7 days at Brighton, 7 days at Snowbird and all those ones. I might save those until those resorts are really fully open. But yeah, so Park City is going to be the main one with the Epic Pass there. Oh, and Asolia, only 4 chairs are running. I mean, that's pretty good for opening weekend at Mammoth. It's still like super early. Jonathan, follow-up question, very important. Please respond. If you had to give up clues for for life or pineapple on pizza, which is it? Oh, I would definitely give up the clues because I love pineapple on pizza. That's a good question, though. Really fun. Bad Riders, with that in mind, what board will Kevin take to a potential Japan trip? I mean, I don't have any plans to go to Japan, but if I were to, I would probably be riding the K2 excavator. The K2 excavator for just some Japao. Oh, Sean says, Mount Baldy is the main mountain in Sun Valley. Definitely more of a ski spot, but it's a great place to improve your skills. Some of the steepest slopes I've ever been down. Oh, awesome, man. Oh, Manuel says, you rock, Kevin. Brighton at night. Oh, I didn't even know they had night riding. That's pretty cool. Sean, if you're in Park City, you should definitely hit up Atticus Coffee and Tea House. All right, I will. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, if anyone knows Park City well, and if you have any recommendations of like restaurants, of snowboard shops, or anything like that to check out, yeah, definitely let me know. Owen says, what up, man? Going to Japan this season to do an instructor course. Would you ever think about becoming an instructor? So I actually was an instructor. So when I was 19, I got my level 1 instructor. A couple years later, I did my level 1 ski instructor, or like a year later. And then I moved to Whistler, and I had like my 1-in-1, and they tried to make me teach like skiing, but then I refused, and I only wanted to teach snowboarding. And then like a year or two after that, I did my level 2. And then with my level 2, I then started teaching like teenagers. So I taught in their like teenage program for like 7 or 8 years in Whistler. And then while I was there, I like did a park course, avalanche course, and then I eventually did my level 3. And yeah, I spent probably like 10 years teaching snowboarding from 19 to 29, maybe even more, 19 to like 30. Snowy Slope says, any tips for driving in the snow? Yes. So drive slower for sure. Also, make sure you have good winter tires and a car with all-wheel drive. So, but I think the most important thing is winter tires. If you can get good winter tires, that makes the biggest difference in snow. But yeah, drive much slower, like drive slow. Yeah, winter tires and all-wheel drive, all those things help. Aiden, best place and time of year to ride in Utah for Icon Base Pass. Looking for POW. Yeah, I would just keep an eye on the forecast. I have an app called snowforecast.com, and I'm just always like checking the app and seeing like when the weather's coming. If you pay for it, you can see like 2 weeks in advance, which is kind of like far out, and it can still change quite a bit, but that can give you an idea. But I'm sure that the best months for Utah are probably like more like in January or February, when things build up a bit more. Ernest says, any collab with the Butter Dojo? That would be cool, but where is the Butter Dojo located? Isn't he in Japan? He's kind of far away, but if I do go to Japan, it would be cool to link up with him. Ernesto says, nice, looking forward to riding with you. How long are you in Utah? So I'm here at least until mid-January. I'm going to Banff at the end of January for a trip. And then maybe we're going to do an India trip to snowboard there. But at the moment, Canadians can't go to India. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with that. But if India falls through, probably back here to Utah. But regardless, I think after India, so back in like say March, hopefully come back here to Utah again to ride around here some more. Deceitful Destiny, I have a February trip to Salt Lake with the Icon Pass. I'm staying 4 days. Would you recommend I stay in the city or closer places to the slopes? That's a good question. I'm not like totally familiar yet with the area. So like at the moment, I'm outside of Park City, which is really good if you want to ride at Park City, but really bad if you want to go to the other resorts because they're all the way around kind of the mountain range. But I think most of the resorts, you pretty much have to stay kind of like in the city. Not like right in the city, but kind of on the outskirts towards the mountains, because there's not a ton of accommodation, I don't think, like up in the mountains. So yeah, I would say your best bet is just to try to find cheap accommodation like in Salt Lake City. Bo Winkle, Kevin, how long have you been riding for? So I've been riding for, let me think, 10, 25, 27 years. I think I've been riding for 27 years. Jacob says, what's your layering setup? I'm going to Japan in January, looking to get a good base and mid layer. Yeah, that's a good call. So my base layer is it's like a base layer for pants and like a top, and they're just like they're like a mid-weight base layer. I think I have like a mix of Burton and Dakine base layers. And I feel like midweight is kind of like that good in between. It's not too heavy and warm, but it's also not too thin. So yeah, a midweight base layer. I've got some Stance snowboard socks. and those are really good for keeping your feet warm and dry. And then if it is a cold day, I might bring my like mid-layer puffy jacket, maybe put it in like a backpack if I need it, or if I know it's going to be cold, then I'll just wear it. But underneath my puffy jacket, I'll probably also wear like a sweatshirt. I tend to be like kind of cold on the mountain, so I do base layer, sweatshirt, puffy jacket, and then my this year I've got the Volcom Arthur Gore-Tex jacket, so it's like just like a thin shell jacket, and yeah, thin shell is like good to go over top of all that. But for my pants, I just have like the base layer pants and then my snow pants, because typically your legs like don't get that cold. Bad Riders, has Kevin watched TJ's last video with Bo talking about their Japow? Yeah, I've watched most of it. I don't know if I watched the whole thing, but I did watch a bunch of it. Excuse me. Yeah, really fun hearing them talk about Japan and all the good times. Bad Rider says ski instructor. I mean, so when I started teaching snowboarding, I wouldn't get that many lessons because it just my like resort that I taught at. It was a small place in Ontario called Skyloft, and there just wasn't enough people showing up. So I also got my ski instructor certification so that I could teach both, just so that I could get like more work. And then when I moved out to Whistler, I taught both a little bit, but then yeah, like I just wasn't into skiing, and so that's when I made the switch to full time snowboard instructor, and that was yeah when I was like 21. Nasalia says, "Hey Kevin, I just keep on commenting. LOL. I'm heading to Elieska for the first time this year. Can you give some advice?" Um, yeah, Alyeska is very cool. Um, when I was there, there was like a few powder days, which is really fun. If you want like a challenge, go to the North Face. The North Face has like some interesting chutes and gullies and some cool powder areas. It also has like the steepest or apparently the longest chute in North America. So that is on the North Face. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but that's something interesting to check out. There's a few videos on the channel from Elieska, like from 2 years ago. So maybe check out some of those videos. Also, if you want to go heliboarding, there's a really cool heliboarding place there called the Chugach Heli Tours, and it's a little bit pricey. I think it was like $1,300 or $1,400, but you get like a day of heliboarding. So that's something that's really cool. If you feel like your skills are up to it and you've got some extra funds, I highly recommend heliboarding as well. Lucas says, "Yo, I have a question about bindings." Awesome, Lucas. What is it, man? What's your question? Ernest, what is your take on Japanese ground trick style riding, and is it going to be popular here in America? I don't think it's going to be that popular here in America. I think that Japan is like kind of a special place because you have these like resorts with like big, wide, and like mellow runs, which are like perfect for like carving and buttering. And that whole style, I think, it's a very like yeah, you mostly see it in Japan. So that style has like really evolved there, and for some reason, yeah, I think here you don't see it as much because our runs are maybe steeper and we have more terrain parks, and we have like for some reason, yeah, we just have maybe other things to do. I think people really get into it in Japan at resorts that maybe don't have a terrain park, and so that is kind of like the next best thing. So I mean, we do have Ryan Napton in Colorado who rides like that with crazy carving and butters. But yeah, the Japanese style is definitely unique. So I don't think it's going to be coming here, but it is cool. I wish I could ride more like that. So maybe that's like a goal for this season is to add in some more sort of like Japanese style butters and carves. All right. Bo Bradar says, "What are the top 3 exercises to prep for the snowboarding season? This will be my second season, third time ever snowboarding. I got super sore last year." Oh, damn. I would say like squats, just doing like body weight squats in your living room. That can be a good one. Something for your core. So I don't know, like sit ups or just like doing planks. Something that's gonna like strengthen your core muscles and like keep those firing. And man, when you're a beginner, you do have to push yourself up off of the snow a lot. So maybe like just some like mellow push ups as well. Um, and then I would maybe throw in some lunges too. Maybe some lunges, just things that are like going to strengthen your legs. Uh, Exercises like a squat where you're getting low, kind of like in snowboarding. And then things that'll strengthen your core. Manuel says, "Kev, come to Cerro Castor in Ushuaia, Argentina next August." For sure. All right, that was I'm. It's been on my mind to do a snowboard trip to Argentina, so I will visit Cerro Castor. Awesome. Jonathan, can you start keeping a can of pineapples in the background of your live stream? Would be awesome. I can. Oh, that just reminds me. I'm cooking something and I need to flip it. I will be right back. Yeah, this is for real. I'm making my dinner. I got some sweet potatoes. So I need to flip these guys. Shout out to everyone in Idaho, the potato state, making potatoes live on the chat. All right. Those potatoes are halfway done. All right. Gotta get back to my spot in line. Big shout out to, man, we got 55 people watching, 25 likes, 1 super chat. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Quick reminder, if you haven't yet, subscribe here to Snowboard Pro Camp. Hit the bell if you want to get notifications. Hit the join button if you want to become a member. We're going to do a bonus chat right after this one. And if you guys need any gear, check out links to my gear in the description. And Jonathan, I will start keeping a can of pineapple behind me in the chats. Oh, Ernest says the Butter Dojo is located in Snow Summit, bro. Oh, awesome. No way. Mateo, hey Kevin, how often do you change your helmet? Sending love from Italy. Hope to catch you in the Alps one day. Awesome, Mateo. Yeah, thanks so much for watching all the way from Italy, man. So I usually change it like once a year. I think like I do it once a year. So like you should do it like every time you have like a hard impact and hit your head. But I think like even if you have like small ones or, sometimes it's hard to keep track. So just to be as safe as possible, I replace it once a year. I just got the gyro ledge helmet. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Sean says, I have a Libsac Orca 147 and it's my daily driver. I'm thinking about getting the K2 Excavator 146. Would you use the Excavator as your daily driver? That's a good question. It depends. I feel like the Orca is maybe a little bit more friendly for like resort riding. You know what? I think I would. I think I would still, if as long as you're not doing any freestyle stuff and you're like carving and just like cruising around the mountain, I think the excavator would be fun. Owen says, India snowboarding, question marks. Oh, that's wild. Never knew that there was a thing there. Yeah, so it's in like the northwestern part of India in an area called Kashmir. And there was a resort there called Gulmarg. And yeah, it's got like one of the highest gondolas in the world. Apparently they get a ton of snow. So that is the plan, is to go to Kashmir, India, and spend 3 weeks there snowboarding. So that should be an adventure. Lucas, can I make my Burton Freestyle fit my signal board? Because my Burtons have the channel mount, and I can figure out if it can work with my bolt holes in my signal. It depends. So if your Burton bindings, if the Burton bindings are the channel bindings with the channel on this one screw on either side of the binding, then they won't work with anything else besides Burton. But if your Burton bindings are the ones, do they even sell those? I don't even think they do. If your Burton bindings, maybe they do if they have a disc in the middle, then they will work with signal. As long as it's the 4-hole disc. If you have the 4-hole disc with your Burton Freestyles, then they will work with the signal. Let me know, Lucas. Do your bindings have the single holes on either side, or is there a 4-hole disc? Kyle says, are the Clue bindings worth getting if you only ride one board? Yes, they are. So the cool thing with the Clue bindings is you can ride them just like regular bindings with the straps, or you can use them as a step in, step out binding. So it just saves you like a ton of time ratcheting, like doing your bindings up. When you get off the chair, you just put your foot right into the binding, click it in, and you can ride. And it has the best release, in my opinion, with the release lever at the very top of the high back. Eugene, what goggles are you using this season? So I'm using Outdoor Master goggles, and these ones are the Pulse goggles. So in Salt Lake City, I actually got to meet up with the whole Outdoor Master crew, and they hooked me up with a ton of goggles. And yeah, they're like really, really cool people. So yeah, those are the Outdoor Master Pulse, but Outdoor Master has like a bunch of new goggles coming out this winter as well. All right, just scrolling back, lost my spot. I'm going to have to answer these a bit faster to get caught up. Chris says, hi, Kevin. I'm your fan in Hong Kong. Any planning to go to Japan this season? No plans yet, but you never know. I might still make the trip to Japan just because it's so incredible there. Ted, what is your best ski resort you recommend during staying in Japan? Hakuba or Hokkaido? I like Hokkaido, like Niseko, and the resorts there. I think you just get that like crazy good snow, super deep. I mean, Hakuba is super good too. They have like a bit bigger mountains, but the trees and everything in Niseko and the snow quality is just like out of this world. Tiago, what would be the best substitute material for merino wool socks? Um, yeah, I mean, there are some good socks out there that don't have merino wool, but that just have other things in it. Like, to be honest, I'm not really sure, but there are like these different blends of like spandex and other things. Um, so yeah, there is quite a bit out there. Justin, I've got smart wool base layer and a ninja suit. Depending on temperature, I've got options. Nice, man. Yeah, it's good to have options for sure. Deceitful Destiny leaving a like. Much love, Kevin. Awesome. Thanks for the like. Yeah, we got 33 likes, 55 people. And there's another super chat I can see coming up. Um, Elliot, hey boys, wanted to ask about learning to ride Switch. Any tips? For Switch, you just have to spend the time doing it. So start someplace super easy, get a few Switch turns down. Anytime it kind of gets a bit challenging, go back to your normal style of riding. But just ride as much Switch as you can until you're, you know, riding half of the time Switch. If you can snowboard half of your day Switch, then you're going to get good at it so fast. Georgi says, just moved to Portland, Oregon, and I'm so hyped to finally hit the slopes. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you're heading up to Mount Hood, Meadows, or Timberline, or Snowbowl, or one of those. Yeah, so many fun places. You also have Mount Bachelor, not too far away, so you got some good options. Aaron, I went to Snowboard and Solitude last season. We had a great time. I think I prefer Solitude better. Oh, interesting. Snowbird was pretty challenging. Oh, wow. I can't wait to check all those out. Bad Riders says, we had Japanese riders like Napton here at our home resort last season. It's kind of boring to me. Okay, everyone's got their own thing they like. Yo, we got Fatih in the chat. What's up, Fatih? All the way from Switzerland. Thanks for hopping on, brother. MC, buttering was popular in the US during the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, I mean, was it? I can't remember it being popular then either, but it's always kind of been a fringe thing. I think buttering is super fun. It's good to have it in your bag of tricks that you can just like pull out at any time. Aaron, Justin, were you at Mammoth? Oh, asking Justin. Bad Riders members chat dinner with Kevin. Let's go. Yeah, my dinner is going to be ready in about 20 minutes, which is just in time for the members chat. Although I still have to cook my jackfruit chicken nuggets. Awesome. Lucas with the super chat. Thanks for the support, brother. Says, what is the best low budget men's binding that would fit on a 4x4 bolt pattern like a signal board? Okay, so you need your old Burton's ESTs aren't cutting it. I mean, to be honest, I haven't ridden a lot of the entry level bindings, but yeah, most companies have that four hole pattern. That and if you're on a budget, a lot of them have it. So, but yeah, to be honest, I haven't ridden a lot of budget bindings because usually the budget ones have more of a softer flex, and sometimes a little bit too soft for me. Nasolia says, great stuff, Kevin. Heading out to watch FIFA qualifiers. Definitely want to become a member. I've heard you say you can analyze the members' riding, and one day I'll catch you on Mammoth Mountain. Awesome. Yeah, one of the perks of becoming a member is if you send me some videos, then I will make a video giving you some feedback. But yeah, thanks, Nasolia, and enjoy watching the soccer. Owen says, any complaints about the Clue bindings? No complaints. No, they've been awesome. Just it's cool because they ride just like regular bindings with the straps, but just give you that step in, step out function that is like super nice. So the first time I used the clues, I was actually riding with a friend of mine who was a skier. And normally we get off the chair and then he has to stop and wait for me to like do up my bindings. And towards the end of our trip, we got to the point where we get off the chair together and I would just like step my foot into the binding and we'd continue on like just riding, which became like our normal, that became our new normal thing to do. So, and he kind of laughed. He's like, "Oh, I'm so used to waiting for you, and it's nice not having to wait." So, yeah, it just gives you that convenience of like a step in and step out binding. Uh, or if you still want to use the straps, like normal straps, you can still do that. And then on top of that too, it's like the step out process is also very easy because the the release is at the top of the high back. Lackey Lester, do you have any recommendations for an ear flap audio system? To be honest, I haven't ridden one of those. Like, I don't think I've ever ridden one before, so I don't have any recommendations at the moment. Aaron says, wait, are Canadians allowed back in India? We are not yet allowed in India, but I'm hoping that they're going to let us back in sometime soon. I think I'm applying for like a business visa, so maybe they'll let me in that way, but we'll see. MC says, are you going to be an instructor at High Cascade again? Yeah, so I'm going to be at High Cascade next summer for session 1, 2, and 3. And if you sign up with the promo code SPC 2024, then that will give you the chance to do some one-on-one riding with me, some one-on-one coaching, and opens up the option if you want to be in a video, you can also do that. So yeah, I'll be there for session 1, 2, and 3 and use promo code SPC 2024. Matthew says, hi, I'm new in North America from Scotland and just got an Icon season pass. I just bought the Super DOA and Super Maddox. Where is good to go? If you have the Icon pass, I mean, look at the weather, but a few of my favorites, one would be Palisades in Tahoe. That might be my number one on the Icon pass. Also on the Icon, you have Revelstoke in Canada, BC, Canada. That mountain is like massive and really good. And what's like another one on the Icon? Man, there's also Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is a really fun mountain on the Icon. If you go up to Montana, you can go to Big Sky. Yeah, Big Sky, Montana. So yeah, there's a few for you. Sean, thanks for hopping in, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'll let you know if I hit up Snow Basin. All right, man. I'll see you at Snow Basin. Dart Polis says, what helmet do you recommend for minimalist skate inspired helmet? I would recommend the Gyro Ledge. I'll actually show that to you. So, yeah, just the Gyro Ledge helmet, pretty minimalist, and yeah, plain. Get some stickers on there. I think it's like one of the most or the most skate inspired helmet for sure. Kyle says, are clue bindings worth it? Oh, no, I already got that question. All right, just going to speed up, get caught up. Tom Bollock's plans to come to Chile next year. Argentina is crazy cheap right now, and Bariloche is amazing. Yeah, that's the plan for like next kind of like summer, or I guess your winter, but maybe from mid July or like late July onwards is to hit up Argentina and Chile. Michael, what is the coldest water you've ever been in, Kevin? So I did go swimming in a at the bottom of a glacier in Switzerland. And yeah, the glacier was like right here, and there's a big pool of water with like ice chunks. That was like the coldest I've ever been in. Lucas, I do like spins and parks, so I feel like it would be nice to have a softer binding. Nice, yeah, softer bindings are definitely good for park stuff. Adam Bad Riders, a reply to his last submission. Okay, man, I'm going to do a reply. Fatih says currently in Mallorca for kite surfing, but I got corona. Oh no, actually, little girl and wife as well. I just woke up to watch you, but I can't resist anymore. Nice to see you, Kevin. Awesome, man. Oh, I hope you and the family all get well soon. Sorry you got the COVID, and yeah, feel better, and hopefully you can get out on the kite surf, do some kite surfing, man. Oh, and Fatih says, by the way, I ordered a pair of Vans, but in white. Couldn't find my DC. I'm sure you're gonna like the Vans boots. Michael says, just bought a gyro ledge. Nice. All right, we're all caught up on questions. MC, do you still collab with TJ? I haven't seen him on the channel lately. Yeah, TJ's been in Colorado, and we did get to ride together last, I guess it was like June in Mammoth. So that was the last time I rode with TJ, I think. Or no, I have ridden him with him since, but yeah, we don't get to ride as much as we would like to. But yeah, it would be cool to ride with TJ. Hopefully this winter, not too far away from him, and get some more collab videos going. Lackey Lester, have you checked out the Arbor A-frame? Getting a lot of chatter at speed on my Westmark. Hoping it helps with that. I haven't tried that. Is that the binding Arbor A-frame? Eugene, what do you think? Intermediate rider using Burton custom camber. I think that's okay if you are just into like turning down the slopes and maybe doing and like learning to carve. It is a bit of an aggressive board for an intermediate, but it kind of depends on what you want to do with it. If it's just purely for like turning down the slopes, then I think it can be fine. But if you want to get into like park or like powder or like other things, then it might hold you back a bit because it's like a stiffer camber board. Bad Riders, following on the coldest water question, have you ever pond skimmed, Kevin? With like a skim board? I have done that, not on a pond, but on a lake, and yeah, it's like super super fun. Yeah, love. Is that what you're talking about? Pond skim? I have done skim boarding, which is super fun. Aaron, can't wait to watch videos of you in Deep Pow. I'm hopping the SoCal. Oh, hoping the SoCal mountains get a couple days of nice powder. Yeah, I hope you guys get some good snow down south. I think with like El Nino this year, a lot of the southern parts of North America are supposed to get the most like amount of snow and everything like that. So hopefully you guys get it in SoCal. Barrick, what is the best time to go to Japan? So if I were to go to Japan, I'd go to Niseko at the end of January. I think that's like the best call. Paul, what is better for quick turning, wider or narrower stance? For trees, runs, and non-extreme freeriding in the PNW. Um, I think for quick turning, it's probably better to have like your stance not too wide and yeah, maybe slightly a little bit more narrow helps. Because with a narrower stance, your knees are going to be like more independent, and you're going to be able to like steer your snowboard more and quicker with your stance a little bit narrower. So yeah, maybe try that out. Don't go like too narrow, but when you go like really wide, that's when you're kind of like locked into position, and you might have more stability with a wide stance, but it definitely does like limit your movements. Oh, a pond skim, like a snowboard pond skim. Yeah, I have done one of those in Whistler. Pond skimming is super fun on a snowboard too. Yeah, luckily I haven't gone into the water doing a pond skim. Jamie, what's your riding stance? If I'm riding park, then I usually do a twin stance, plus 15, negative 15. And then if it's a POW day, then I do more of a directional stance, maybe negative 9 and plus like 18. Awesome. Sweet guys. So I'm going to hop off the chat there. But yeah, thanks everyone for the likes, for coming to hang out. Yeah, 38 watching, 38 likes. Awesome. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good start to your season. If there's any questions that you still have that I missed, definitely just leave them for me in the comment section of any video. I do my best to answer as many comments as possible. If you guys have any questions about gear, about like the upcoming season, feel free to hit me up. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and keep hanging out here on Snowboard Pro Camp. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Hope you have a good start to your season. And I will talk to you here again next Friday. Awesome. See you, everyone.